So you might have heard the whole spiel about the Serum blushes before, but they're kind of like a hybrid of skincare and makeup in one liquid blush, and it features Sacha and Nichi oil, as well as like ingredients I've actually heard of, like squalane and hyaluronic acid. So it's supposed to give you like a really dewy flush and just look really natural while also giving skincare benefits, which I don't really believe in skincare and makeup, but in any case, it looks lovely. So for reference, I don't have any highlighter, bronzer, or blush on right now, just some foundation and concealer like on my skin, because I really wanted to let the blushes kind of just do the talking. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this most natural color, Venetian Rose. And the formula and like the component is the same as before, I think. So really all there is to it is the new color, and you really only need like one drop with these things. They're quite pigmented, so be careful. I only have one drop here. I'm just gonna tap this on with my fingers on one side. So that's maybe like half a drop. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. And then on the other side, I'm actually gonna go ahead and use my beauty blender to blend it out, because that's just how I would probably use it daily. Yep. Here's the same color built up with a second layer, which I wouldn't do on my own, but for the sake of this video, might as well. Alright, so I've tapped over the past color with some foundation, and now I'm gonna go in with Peachy Peach. It looks really orangey on my hand. Ooh, quite orangey and less peachy than I expected. For sure. So that's one layer. Alright, so there it is, kind of built up quite heavily. This is all I have left on my hand, so I've used most of it. Earlier I said be careful, but I meant that more so in that like it'll slip and slide. You actually can put this on and not really mess up with it, which is really nice. I think that this color goes really nice with this kind of like peachy shadow I have going on, and yeah, it's really flattering, and now it's less so orange and definitely a true peach. Very lovely. Would recommend. Alright, so my camera's been cutting in and out a little, but right now I'm in the middle of applying Cherry Splash, which looks, I know, really bright, but it really blends out to, I feel like the tone of it is not any brighter than the other ones, and I've really applied a lot, honestly, just to see how crazy we could get with it, but it doesn't look like that much. Compared to this bottle, it's still pretty flattering. So yeah, that's Cherry Splash. All right, and finally we have Little Lilac, which I'm actually just gonna use the beauty blender to do. So here it is compared to the bottle. And you can see like a hint of lilac-y purpleness, but again, it's definitely not boldly lilac. I think they did a really good job coming up with a color that would be able to suit a lot of people and not really be too in your face. So very pretty. So each of these little bottles retails for $25, which is not cheap, which is why I really wanted to come on here and give a quick demo of each of the colors on my skin tone, so you can try and help decide which one might be best on yours. One of the biggest takeaways from this is that they are all really flattering and easy to blend out, so no matter which color you get, I think that you will look great. And also I think with this serum blush formula, it gives a really juicy, healthy effect on the skin regardless of which color, and I think that overall effect is a lot more noticeable than like how bright any of these colors in particular are. So I don't really think you need all of them, because overall they do all give that same like really healthy, juicy effect. And because they are quite sheer at first, none of the colors end up looking like that different on my skin. I tried to kind of put a lot on for each of these shades just so that you could kind of see, but I think if you were wearing like 1.5 drops as recommended, they would all kind of like blend together, honestly. But yeah, very beautiful, and highly recommend one of them, but they're each $25, so yeah, can't go wrong with whichever one you end up choosing.